Evolution, a mother's gift. Hello, my name is David, and today we're going to unravel the mystery of spoiled milk. To understand milk, we first need to talk about ourselves. Living organisms are organized into kingdoms, and we, humans, are in the animal kingdom. Within this kingdom, there's a very special group we belong to, mammals. We are distinguished by having hair, like cats and dogs, and even whales, even if you can't see it, they have it, and by nourishing our young with a liquid produced by our mothers, milk. This evolutionary strategy is a huge leap from the model of oviparous animals, those that lay eggs, which we saw in previous videos. With mammals, the placenta evolved. This is a biological marvel, an organ that connects the fetus to its mother, allowing for a vital exchange of nutrients and waste. It's an example of the evolutionary principle of less is more. There are fewer offspring, but the energy investment and care are exponentially greater, which guarantees a much higher survival rate. Within this strategy of intensive parental care, milk is the perfect food for newborns. Milk production is a fascinating physiological mechanism, linked to an internal communication system, the endocrine system. Think of hormones as chemical messengers. They are released from a gland and travel through the body to tell a specific cell or organ, target cell, what it should do. In milk production, the brain is the command center. The hypothalamus and pituitary gland, located in your brain, release hormones that control this process. The two main hormones are oxytocin, it increases during childbirth and in response to suckling. Its main function is milk ejection, meaning it makes the mammary glands expel the milk so the baby can feed. Prolactin, this one is in charge of milk production. It's released in response to stimuli like a baby's cry, childbirth, or breast contact. Prolactin travels to the mammary glands and sends the signal, it's time to make milk. Interestingly, prolactin production increases at night, and this hormone has even been shown to pass to the infant through milk, aiding in their neurological and immune development. Once we understand this physiological process, we can appreciate the complexity of this liquid. Milk is much more than just a simple white fluid. Its composition is a masterpiece of nature. Water, approximate 87%, it's the base, the vehicle for all the other components. Carbohydrates, mainly lactose. Lactose is the milk sugar that provides the energy a baby needs to grow. Proteins, casein and lactalbumin. Casein is what gives milk its opaque white color and is the star of our story. Fats, rich in energy and fat-soluble vitamins. Minerals, calcium and phosphorus, vital for forming strong bones. Vitamins A, D, B2, B12, essential for a healthy metabolism. Now that we know its physiological process and its composition, we can answer the big question: why is spoiled milk a problem? To understand this, we need to talk about pH. pH stands for the potential of hydrogen ions. Don't be scared, it's simpler than it sounds. Imagine water, which is made of H2O, isn't a static molecule. Water molecules constantly break apart and rejoin, releasing hydrogen ions, H+, and hydroxide ions, OH-. When there's the same amount of hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions, the pH is 7, which is neutral. If you add an acid, like lemon juice, you increase the number of hydrogen ions, making the substance more acidic. This occurs on the pH scale from 1 to 6. If you add a base or an alkaline substance, like baking soda, you increase the amount of hydroxide ions, making the substance more alkaline. This occurs on the scale from 8 to 14. Our milk has a pH of approximately 6.7, very close to neutral. A small change in this pH can have a huge impact on its structure. This is where homeostasis comes in. It's the ability of living organisms to keep their body in balance. No matter if you eat a lemon or spinach, your body has buffer systems that ensure your blood's pH stays stable. Without this system, we couldn't survive. What happens to spoiled milk? When milk sours, it's because lactic acid bacteria start to eat the lactose and convert it into lactic acid. This makes the milk's pH drop. Casein, the main protein in milk, is very sensitive to this change. At its normal pH, 6.7, the casein micelles, tiny spherical structures, have a negative charge that keeps them separated. But when the pH drops to around 4.6, the isoelectric point of casein, the micelles lose their negative charge, stop repelling each other, and clump together, forming curds. This process is what we call spoiled milk. It's the same reaction that is used in a controlled way to make cheeses, where an acid or a starter culture is added to coagulate the casein. What happens if you drink spoiled milk? Consuming naturally soured milk is generally not dangerous if the process is natural and doesn't involve the growth of harmful bacteria. In fact, fermented milk products like yogurt and kefir are made this way and are healthy. However, if the soured milk has an unusual and very strong smell, color, or taste, it could indicate the presence of harmful bacteria. What you will notice when you consume it is the lumpy texture and sour taste, a direct result of the protein's denaturation. So, the next time you see spoiled milk, you won't just see a bad food item, you'll understand the amazing chemistry behind that phenomenon. And you, have you ever tried to make cheese or yogurt at home? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.